Now, Meghan Markle has faced backlash for her as ever Christmas collection promo. It's been described as beige and depressing. That's a bit harsh, Kinsey, no?
Is it harsh, Rita? I mean, so you're right. Saturday, she posted this video of her. I'm not gonna lie. This is honestly my first laugh of the day seeing this headline. I imagine that you feel the same way. Here is the headline that dropped into my inbox this morning. It says, "Lonely Meghan Markle to launch major charm offensive for Christmas." Personally, I think offensive is an appropriate word there because I find this entire headline offensive. Join Meghan in Montecito for a magical holiday celebration. Together, friends and family deck the halls. Create holiday feasts. Craft
64 candles, glitching websites, and a full-blown Montecito meltdown. Meghan Markle's luxury dream didn't just stumble, it slammed into a wall. Insiders claim she's seeing sabotage everywhere, even in places where nothing is actually happening.
Kinda digged and loved that she dropped the holiday collection and started to listen to the people around her. But
Meghan truly believed this candle launch was going to be her big return, her watch me run this luxury lane moment. For weeks, she dropped those perfectly curated hints, sun-glowing photos, gold-rimmed labels, soft-focus shots of a spotless kitchen that looked like it smelled richer than a Beverly Hills spa. American Riviera Orchard was supposed to be her shiny restart button. Then the orders shipped, and the internet did what the internet always does. It roasted, reviewed, and reacted. The second Meghan saw Highgrove's Christmas candles trending, something snapped. According to people who've worked with her, she didn't pause, she didn't breathe, she didn't even consider it might just be regular timing. She went straight into detective mode, but instead of clues, she was running on adrenaline and caffeine. She reportedly stormed around her Montecito kitchen, claiming the palace coordinated everything just to embarrass her. Staff say she was scrolling with this tight, fired-up stare like she was collecting evidence for a courtroom scene. Every new Highgrove unboxing clip made her more convinced she was being targeted.
This festive season, they said Meghan has been meticulously curating gift packages filled with a selection of all of her favorite things and, of course, plenty of her jam to send to
The questions came quick. Why now? Why candles? Why right after my launch? Nobody could answer, because there was no answer except the one she refused to accept. Highgrove releases holiday drops every year. Same season, same products, same schedule. Long before Meghan sold a jar of jam or a wick-free candle, royal goods had been rolling out like clockwork. But trying to explain that was pointless. Anyone who gently suggested coincidence allegedly got hit with the famous Markle stare, the one that silently tells you to stop talking immediately. In Meghan's world, competition isn't just business, it's betrayal, and the idea that the royals might not be thinking about her every hour of the day, completely unacceptable. So instead of admitting her launch needed stronger planning, she doubled down on the idea that the palace was out to get her. And the Montecito mansion had to ride out the storm. There was one harsh truth Meghan didn't want to face. Hype gets you trending, but heritage gets you paid. American Riviera Orchard launched like a celebrity parade. Glossy photos, curated baskets, influencers pretending to be shocked on camera. It was all sparkle, all buzz, all aesthetic. But once the wickless candle drama hit, something became painfully clear. You can't Instagram your way into a real luxury empire.
okay, so this is a website. I kind of like it. I do enjoy what she's doing with it. It's once we get to the holiday collection kits that you'll see what I'm talking about, because you...
Meanwhile, Highgrove didn't do any dramatic rollout at all. No countdowns, no moody promo lighting, no handwritten notes styled like poetry. They just stocked their shelves like they've been doing for decades, and their products flew. People weren't buying a candle. They were buying the legacy behind it. This is where Meghan misread the room. She thought excitement equals loyalty. She thought viral moments equal credibility. She thought a cute label equals luxury. But folks paying $64 expect more than vibes. They expect reliability, quality checks, real customer service, and a brand that won't fall apart the second a TikTok review goes loud. Highgrove has generations of trust, an automatic stamp of prestige, a global audience that doesn't need convincing. Meghan has potential, But potential isn't enough when your product arrives, missing the one thing that makes it an actual candle. The wick. People who were near the Montecito estate that week swear it felt like stepping onto the finale of a reality show. Meghan didn't just react, she exploded. As soon as the Highgrove Christmas products hit social media, the house reportedly flipped into crisis mode. Doors slamming, rushed footsteps, Meghan pacing like she was prepping closing arguments for a trial nobody else knew existed. Phone in hand, she allegedly called team members non-stop, demanding explanations they simply didn't have. One assistant was said to be on 3 separate calls in just 1 hour.
And pacing like she was preparing closing arguments for a trial only she knew was happening.
It's a holiday wonder with warmth, tradition, and a generous dose of joy.
Excuse me,
But I
pass,
also think
pass the sick bucket, please.
Exactly.
How does she think, Kins?
Every call circling back to the same belief. This timing isn't normal, someone planned this. But the chaos wasn't really about the candles. It was about control. Every time someone tried to gently remind her that royal merchandise follows an annual schedule, she allegedly cut them off before they could finish. Logic wasn't welcome. Reality was treated like an interruption. Meghan didn't want facts. She wanted someone to validate her fears, and nobody dared challenge her. Insiders claim team members exchanged looks across the room like silent messages on a battlefield. Knowing one wrong move could set off another round of explosions. When Meghan starts spiraling, there's only one strategy left: survival. Smile, nod, avoid eye contact, and pray she focuses on someone else. The meltdown reportedly dragged on for hours. Not dramatic in a glamorous way, but dramatic in a "how did candles start World War III" kind of way. By the time she finally cooled off, the staff were drained, and the week wasn't even close to over. Behind the Instagram gloss and the edited promo clips, there was one thing Meghan couldn't hide: the numbers. American Riviera Orchard never released official sales figures, and insiders say that wasn't an accident. The gap between what Meghan believed she launched and what the market actually saw was so huge that posting the real data would have turned the whole brand into a running joke. While Meghan was still fighting wickless candle memes, Highgrove's Christmas line was quietly selling out in multiple regions. Their support lines were busy, their website was spiking, and restock alerts were piling up, all without a single influencer dancing with a candle on camera. People weren't buying Highgrove because it was trendy, they were buying because they trusted the name behind it. Meanwhile, American Riviera Orchard return requests kept rising, even though customers allegedly couldn't figure out how to reach support because the website links kept sending them to random pages. What Meghan called luxury craftsmanship, buyers called overpriced chaos. Some joked the packaging survived delivery better than the product itself. Others said opening an ARO candle felt like joining a risky experiment. You didn't know if you'd get an actual product or just a fancy prop. Retail analysts watching from afar described the brand as a mismatch between ambition and execution. Meghan tried to skip the slow, boring foundation-building stage and jump straight to prestige. But prestige can't be faked, and luxury can't be rushed. Highgrove's strength came from decades of consistency.
Know if you'd get a functioning item or a prop.
So the weekend
Wait,
trip.
can I
Yeah,
just
go
say
on.
to you-
Go.
It is interesting to me because it lists the executive producers for Archewell, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Enjoy that title. And then it says a couple of other people. Why?
Meghan's brand was built on vibes, hopes, and curated aesthetic shots, and hope doesn't convert to sales. Finding out that customers chose centuries-old trust over celebrity flair wasn't just disappointing, it was crushing. If the wickless candle scandal was a warning, Meghan didn't take it. Instead, it revealed a pattern. American Riviera Orchard was running blind in a market where precision matters. Luxury isn't about pretty packaging or Instagram filters. It's about consistency, trust, and reliability, and those were missing. Sources close to Montecito describe repeated mishaps that would make any retail expert cringe. Jars of jam allegedly arrived with textures that couldn't legally even be called jam. A wine launch reportedly hit basic licensing problems that could have been avoided with a single phone call. Descriptions didn't match the products people received, and the customer service system often sent buyers into dead ends, leaving paying customers frustrated and confused. Each mistake piled onto the next, and the public embarrassment only made it worse. The whole thing started looking less like a brand and more like a vanity project. Highgrove, by contrast, moved like a well-oiled machine. Products tested, suppliers verified, packaging consistent, customer service reliable. And most importantly, the items did what they promised. Years of trust and solid systems meant even small issues didn't leave a mark. For Meghan, the lesson was brutal. A luxury brand cannot survive on aesthetics alone. Skipping decades of quality control, discipline, and customer loyalty left her unprepared.
Probably, yeah. She went stroking a cat like Blofeld or something. But anyway, they went to Jeff Bezos's mansion for this special party for Chris.
And customers became beta testers for a brand that hadn't learned the basics. This gap between expectation and reality wasn't just embarrassing. It was business suicide in a market where people demand perfection for a premium price. Every missing wick, every broken link, every inconsistent jar became another nail in the coffin of a brand that promised the world but delivered chaos. And while Meghan was spiraling through wickless candles, messy jam batches, and glitching websites, Prince Harry was reportedly trapped in his own private hell. Insiders say he was caught between two impossible choices: watch the brand he helped promote fall apart, or contradict Meghan and risk another explosive argument. Sources claim the Duke saw the problems clearly: overpriced candles without wicks, jam that failed inspections, and a customer service system that barely existed. He knew these were business disasters in the making. He understood that royal merchandise succeeds because of trust, structure, and consistency, not noise and theatrics. Watching Meghan run American Riviera Orchard was like watching a masterclass in self-sabotage. Instead of studying the market or fixing mistakes, she reportedly doubled down on blame, emotion, and personal grudges. People inside Montecito describe a brand strategy built not on product excellence, but on dramatized victimhood.
Doesn't care about your history. She doesn't care about your country. She's bored by it. She doesn't like to follow the rules. She doesn't care. She continuously disrespects the institution and the country that she married into.
I would say
Every misstep, from wickless candles to jam complaints, became proof of sabotage instead of a lesson in basic business. Every competitor, especially the royal merchandise lines, was reframed as an enemy, and every customer who chose differently was treated like part of the conspiracy. Insiders say this constant external blame has created a workplace culture that suffocates honest feedback, because telling the truth is now a risky move. Staff members who attempt to point out operational failures are allegedly dismissed or frozen out. Meetings reportedly devolve into echo chambers, where validation of the sabotage narrative matters more than practical solutions. The result is a vicious cycle: ambitious launches, public failure, external blame, and no corrective action. The brand doesn't evolve, it spirals. From a business perspective, this is fatal luxury. Customers do not buy chaos or emotion. They invest in reliability, trust, and the quiet confidence that what they pay for will meet expectations. Social media, hype, celebrity connections, and carefully staged imagery cannot compensate for a fundamentally broken execution strategy. Yet sources suggest Meghan continues to lean into the narrative that she's being undermined by the royal family, as if centuries-old brand heritage were actively plotting against her rather than simply doing what they've always done. The irony, insiders note, is brutal. American Riviera Orchard could have used Meghan's platform, resources, and royal associations to build authentic credibility. Instead, it's become a cautionary tale. A brand that invests in emotion over strategy, grievance over action, and perception over substance, doomed to repeat the same mistakes in a storm of its own making. If Meghan believed celebrity connections would be her secret weapon, insiders say she's learning the hard way. Hollywood has a short memory for chaos and zero patience for drama. A-listers who once eagerly signaled support are quietly stepping back, exhausted by the constant turbulence surrounding each launch. Every candle release, jam controversy, or wine debacle has morphed into a spectacle of blame and conspiracy.
And all of this is going to come together, trust me. The sampler tin. I wasn't able to get the limited edition sampler.
Instead of product stories, Hollywood executives and influencers are forced to navigate palace politics disguised as marketing. The Kris Jenner birthday incident reportedly served as a wake-up call. What should have been a simple networking opportunity turned into a PR headache, with Meghan's behavior allegedly overshadowing the event and fueling tabloid narratives. Celebrities value discretion, professionalism, and reliability. They want partnerships that elevate, not drag them into a feud between a former royal and her family. Meghan's ventures, fueled by paranoia and ego, offer the opposite. Even Netflix, the Sussexes' most significant entertainment partner, is said to be quietly frustrated. The streaming giant invested heavily in high-quality, carefully timed projects. Instead, executives reportedly find themselves battling constant external drama that overshadows the content. Attention shifts from the product to the personal storyline, weakening engagement and diminishing ROI. And then came the final misstep. Just when it seemed American Riviera Orchard couldn't stumble further, Meghan made what insiders call a strategic catastrophe of epic proportions. Her December 3rd Netflix release was scheduled just days before Catherine, Princess of Wales' long-established, massively popular Christmas special at Westminster Abbey. The timing, sources say, wasn't bold competition, it was amateur strategy. Catherine's program is a beloved annual tradition watched by millions. By placing her release directly against it, Meghan guaranteed she would be overshadowed. Netflix executives reportedly cringed as marketing plans had to be scrambled before the inevitable distraction hit. This wasn't sabotage. It was a textbook failure to understand the rhythm of the market. Holiday audiences are finite. Smart strategists create complementary windows, not collisions. Meghan's team, insiders claim, ignored this entirely, generating a self-inflicted audience wipeout. For Meghan, the Christmas countdown crisis represents more than a scheduling error. It is the defining example of a larger pattern: ambition wasted, opportunity squandered, timing ignored, and every misstep framed as sabotage. The result? A holiday spectacle transformed into yet another chapter of self-created business chaos. The final blow isn't just lost viewers or failed launches. It's the confirmation that American Riviera Orchard is trapped in a cycle only it can manufacture. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment your thoughts below. More explosive updates are coming.